Good evening, and welcome to the House Beyond the Supernatural podcast, the podcast that goes beyond the supernatural. All music comes from Verse 13, the Shadow Symphony, and Public Domain. All printing for the podcast is provided by Rainbow Press of Omaha, Nebraska. More details about this podcast can be found on the House of BTS. Tonight's cast includes Dr. Alec Baldwin, the well-hung, macho, super smart doctor who's 20 times better than Cass. Dr. Peter Corrigan, the parapsychologist played by Nick. Cass, the cocaine dick, drooling, no-climbing nutsucker. Zia, the physical psychic and fighting competitor played by Shannon. And the host of the House of BTS as the Game Master.
Welcome back everyone to the House Beyond the Supernatural. The last we had situated the group as a team. The three investigators dealing with the the Devil Serpent Tongue. They had defeated it. It tried to turn and flee because it was taking so much damage, but Zia decided she was having none of that. So she broke her pair of wooden stakes she was holding to do it, but she finished it off, and it discorporated into many numerous little reptiles and insects and what have you. And they only had a brief moment of respite before they heard noise coming from the apartment on the other end, which they saw what they witnessed was racing in from the outside. One at a time were three wild vampires coming at them. All three of them roughly college-age looking kids. Male to female, and Cass's ×4 immediately kicked in. Zia is relying strictly on fisticuffs the rest of the night, as her ISP has been spent up. Otherwise, just outside the doorway of the same apartment, Baldwin had dishanded the looks like a human that was under a form of enslavement by the vampires, who was about to fire at him. Baldwin shot first, like the respectable Han Solo that he would, and that immediately put him on his knees, crying out in pain as he lost his hand.
Ooh, well, I'm just wondering if the wild vampires who are in a frenzy might get distracted by all the blood gushing out of that guy's arm.
Not likely.
Damn it.
I wouldn't say not likely. I'd say it depends on what their commands are. There is a very strict hierarchy in vampires, and there is a vampire over vampire.
I got some mental
system.
affinity. Maybe I'll command them.
but I killed main vampire, do I not?
You haven't
Or
killed him
did
yet.
you?
I have 8 stakes left.
If that was him.
Yeah, and Zia, a quick note for you here. Your stakes can do up to a maximum of 6 damage on their own, right?
I don't know. Yeah?
Yeah, 1d6 damage?
Yeah,
I don't know.
My strike is +6.
I don't know.
The damage of a wooden stake is 1d6.
Yeah. But
So-
my damage is +15.
That is, and that's where I was bringing up. We're using weapons like this. If a weapon does more than 3 times the damage that its maximum can do, those weapons break. Which is why, basically, anytime you do more than 18 points with a stake, you're gonna shatter them. Is what I was trying to bring up.
That's why I pack Bandolero.
Because there's plenty more where those came. Just so you know what was happening there. And so the audience who's listening knows what's going down. Although those who also want to ask, yes, there is a note that, the finely crafted weapons like Master Craft Katanas and Craft can do more than ×5, but that is not what the wooden stakes are doing. Now,
What about my knives? Is that ×3 or ×5?
those are being treated as a ×5.
Sweet, nice.
Because they are not standard run-of-the-mill, go to any hardware store kind of knives. Because, your gal would know better than to get you cheapo knives that would fall apart in a hurry.
They are a gift from Elena.
She knows how you roll.
I want to kill vampire. Let's do this.
Well, probably the first things first. With 3 wild vampires coming at you, you won't have to do it this action, but next action we'll need to do horror factors when they get close enough to us. So this first round, everyone, I would like you all to go ahead and roll initiative. We have wild vampires coming at us.
18.
15.
16. 3. I rolled a 2 again, on a different die.
Oh.
Jeebus, Nick.
Peter, man, you,
I think I sent all my bad luck to you, because I am kicking
She's kicking ass tonight, and you're... Normally it's me.
you know, it's very generous of you to give up your good luck,
Right?
Peter.
I'm just,
but you're a team player, I get that, but, you know, save a little for yourself.
I don't mind going last, it's fine.
Wild vampires, all together. No, they are not going first. Looks like they have, yeah. Zia, let's see. So how this? They are still in the apartment on the other side. You are in the far apartment, and you are not holding a melee weapon, so not much more you could really do.
Is this
on that.
immediate? She
She
was able to pull out a weapon?
I called it
Oh,
before
yeah,
we rolled initiative.
Yeah, I do recall it after she did.
Real fast, can I use my action to go towards them, or are we waiting
Well,
for them to come to us?
Can we all pull a weapon?
We had that brief moment of quiet. So
Good.
Yeah,
I'm pulling my silver dagger out with my offhand.
I did it before initiative.
which is what I do recall
What a
you
small
saying
dagger
such.
you have there,
So yes, there
Doctor.
was a brief moment of quiet before the vampires came storming in. That yes, you could have switched a weapon or what have you right quick.
I want to advance on them if I can for my action.
Perception roll for you, Zia.
4.
Yikes.
I just want to fight. I do not pay attention.
I was to say, yeah. Apparently
Got some
you.
tunnel vision.
You. Hey, you know what? You're a guided missile
One
like
track
that.
mind.
Yeah, I completely respect, admire that in most circumstances, but at times like this, it could come back on you. Because as you are about to charge, being as everyone else's attention is on the vampire, the wild ones. Yes, well, you kind of feel like something grabs you from behind and sends you flying into the wall on the far side.
This is unwanted contact.
That's sexual harassment, and I don't have to take it.
She is so calling HR.
Combat is not consent.
Combat is not. That is the name of the episode tonight. Combat is not consent.
I love it.
That's brilliant.
So,
It's not consent.
what do I get hurt?
Well, first off, give me make an attempt for a roll with impact, please.
There it is. Roll with punch/impact.
There it is. Yeah, add all the bonuses together and your 20. You see what damage you take.
15.
You will be whatever this is. It's going to be cut in half. So you have rolled with this particular throw as you will. You'll hit the wall, but you'll be able to roll with it. And that is when your personal ISP, should you had any, would be going up to a ×6.
Ah, that's not good. Is Cass's or would just mine?
Actually, Cass's will be in a moment. He is not aware of this situation.
Okay.
There comes a certain awareness where you have to have it, for him. Well, depending on the creature. Altogether, since we're cutting this in half, luckily it is done in half. 14 altogether.
To self or vest?
To you, not your vest.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I assure you, he rolled higher than 10 for his roll.
Good.
Everyone else's attention is placed on the wild currently. That brings it to Baldwin. Baldwin, you'll have one action here before these wilds will come charging through the door. And you're currently in the hallway.
No, they're coming through what window? Through the fire escape window?
No, they
Okay.
are... Those of you paying attention to the entryway door, if we were looking here, the wild creatures are actually coming in from the outside through the second living room window, and they are charging straight for the entry. Everyone's
so
hearing
they've
that.
got, I don't know, 20, 30 feet before they get to us?
They will clear that within one action.
Okay.
They are moving fast.
And this door is in one piece?
Oh yeah, the guy that's just on
But
the
it
other
swings
side
on
of it
the
that you had
inside.
hurt, it swings on the inside.
Where are the others? They're in the living room of the next place?
The others... if you're talking
Zia,
what's going on
Cass,
with her right
and
now,
Doc.
yeah, there is the hallway here, and then there is apartment 4B that
Sure.
they're in.
Alright, so I will simultaneously move into the opposite apartment where the rest of the party is at while yelling, fuck, 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 fuck! Fuck, 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 fuck! And I will Throw a wild shot off.
At the wild ones, or the one that's, or the one that just threw Zia?
The wild ones. The closest wild one.
Go for it. Let's take a wild shot. Let's
so
see
my
what you
ultimate goal is to get to where I'm not the only target.
got.
Preferably, I'm the least available target, so I'm moving into with everybody else because I want to live and just take a wild shot as I'm running. So there's no bonus. I get 0 bonuses, right? It's just a regular roll.
Well, no, with a wild shot. Wild shots. Shooting wild is a -6 to strike.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do all wild vampires pose?
Then I got a 4.
4 just goes off into the sidewall.
All right, that's my first action.
Because you need to have a minimum of 8 to strike with a ranged weapon. Cass,
Yes.
give me a perception roll. See if you caught what just happened with
Fuck!
It's gonna be hard because he's over here screaming fuck.
14.
Zia
Actually,
just oof.
that is just enough. You somehow by some miracle, you happen to hear behind you Zia's hitting the wall over his shouting.
Oh, Jesus. Where are you going, Zia?
So looking around, and that is, now that you're seeing him, there's a man who somehow snuck his way into the room with you, obviously showing his vampire teeth, and is just throwing Zia against the back wall.
Ooh,
and that is when your ×6 would kick in.
You have pointy teeth. How's it going?
Yeah, compliment him. Why don't you suck his dick while you're at it? I know you're good at it.
He must brush with Quip. Quip.com.
That's what's written in the stall at Dr. Smythe's place.
I'm not the one who runs in the room going, fuck, 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 fuck.
I love how in the midst of being surrounded by vampires, you guys can still bicker.
Like an old married couple, no less.
How close am I to vampire?
Close enough that you could, you wouldn't be able to do an aim strike per se, but you could take a stab at him, or you got a crowbar and you've still got your spirit strike enabled, so you could take a swing at him, just not a called one.
All right, I'm just gonna swing at him. Try to get a piece
But
of him.
before you can do that, I will need you to attempt to roll for a horror factor altogether of 14 or better.
17.
Oh, now
Bitch.
swing at him. Let him have it.
15.
15. He will attempt to parry, almost seeming remotely amused and not giving it his full attention. You have him. The crowbar itself will not do anything. However, your hit point spirit strike does, and that is going to be really surprising,
Okay.
and probably will change the confident attitude in a hurry.
7 to his SDC.
7 to his hit points. So
Good.
it's your spirit strike damage in this
Okay.
case. Crowbar will do nothing.
Never mind. 10.
10's actually a pretty decent strike, especially for a vampire. Because
Fuck.
Jesus. Make sure I'm taking this off the right paper.
Who's the cocaine dick now? Do you need me to show you how it's done again? Because I will.
Oh yeah, you show me.
Peter. So between his same story, the fuck, and seeing wild vampires snapping and snarling while running at us. Give me a perception roll, see if you notice Zia's plight behind you.
19.
Excellent. So yes, same thing. You can take a look behind you to see the situation as well. It looks like you're kind of in a flank spot. There's this guy who seems to radiate something of a supernatural evil aura to him, and there's these wild ones coming at you from the other end.
I'm going to drop my shotgun and pull out my long 12-inch
This is not the appropriate time for this.
Put
Peter.
that thing away.
Silver Cross.
Okay.
Ooh.
Good. Hey, thank you. We're about to lose our children audience there.
We already did.
Okay, fair
Arn.
enough.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Zia, since you had happened to make a successful roll with the punch, you are not in a collapsed pile on the floor. You are able, basically, we're treating this for, again, probably would have landed on the knees or something where you can get back to your feet in the same action. But he threw you a dozen some feet across the room.
You're
So
used to
I
that,
have
right?
to approach him to get anything done?
That is correct.
Okay, I want to throw a stake at him. Talk me through it. I have throwing for the weapons I have.
But unless you have a WP gimmick, those will not matter. Those are specific to those weapons.
Okay.
So it is going to be a simple throwing it and adding in your strike bonus, your natural strike.
Natural
Crit.
20
What?
plus a 6.
Well, that'll
Do
get
not
his
throw
attention.
me, you dead bitch.
Zia is apparently having none of his crap.
She's kind of in a pissy mood tonight.
I'm whooping ass.
However, since he just threw you, you are the one whose attention. No, I'm going to take that back because he had to take his attention off because of Cass.
Great.
So he doesn't know this is coming, so you're doing damage.
So it's just my normal 1d6
1d6 plus your
damage.
plus your bonus, yes.
Rerolling a 2.
Reroll that fucker. Better.
18 plus I critted.
18 tied. It shatters after piercing him, but that's okay. That'd be 36?
36. Yep.
Holy smokes.
Duh, Zia, duh.
You do not throw me. I am not a Dutch woman.
I am untouchable.
I told you, unwanted contact. I'm a full-on Russian Buffy.
The wild vampires take their action clearing the entry, and unfortunately, as much as you were hoping to, they have completely ignored your guy who actually probably by this point would have passed out from blood loss. Action 2.
I'll take a shot at one of those vampires. A real shot this time.
Excellent. Let's see what you have. The one in the lead is one I'm assuming you're firing at.
15.
Because they're coming at you single file. 15.
Yeah.
They get to attempt an auto dodge as they're coming at you, but it's not no 15.
Silver at 20 even.
Forcing it to let out a shriek of pain. It stumbles a bit, but it is still coming at you. Cass.
I'm gonna take another punk swing at the vampire.
He is also looking at you with a more serious tone, so go for it.
14.
This time he is putting a heartfelt parry into it. Altogether 16.
Shit.
Doing a classic kung fu block at the wrist.
Think you're slick. I'm gonna kill you next time.
That's you, Peter.
I'm gonna walk in front of Cass and hold my cross up to his face.
Ooh.
I don't know if you know this or not, but my name's Peter Corrigan, world famous vampire killer. You're fucking dead.
Now all you gotta do is roll more than a 2.
13 to hit.
Ooh.
What are you hitting him with? The cross?
The cross.
Just gonna swing at him with the cross. I like it.
Yep. I'm not gonna go for the forehead. I'm not
Mushroom
gonna-
stamp.
I'd say normally you'd have to call a headshot before you'd attempt, but you would have hit him on a 12 or higher. So I would have let that one slide since you probably didn't know. But if you're certain, you're just keeping it to the regular.
He's vulnerable to silver.
Absolutely is. So with that, I'm only gonna be able to give you like a 1d4 plus your damage bonus.
It's a 1d4? It says 2d4 with silver.
Oh, never mind. Oh, creature's vulnerable to silver. Thank you.
So I got a 6 damage.
As it sizzles.
And that does indeed cause him to recoil backwards, and in a very unlikely sense of response, he actually it's probably something you might not have noticed entirely in the darkness and the lights coming at him, but he takes his action. Reaching to his hip, and he draws what looks like, honestly, an old-fashioned but authentic cavalry saber. As odd as that sounds.
What the shit is that, Pete?
Oh, he's got a sword.
Just like a vamp. Bring a knife to a gunfight.
He draws his sword, so he has drawn his sword. And from the hallway, all four of you are in the same apartment now in 4B. From the hallway, as the wilds are coming at you, they immediately stop at the edge of the hallway with the shout of a commanding word, and the words echo throughout the entire building. At least it's what it feels like. So the whole room shakes, where the simple words of "That's enough" comes out, or can be heard from everyone. Sounds like it came directly from the hallway, possibly through the window you came in from earlier. But all the wilds stop.
All the easier to shoot.
So the one I was fighting wasn't a wild, though, right?
No.
Oh no.
Did he
The guy
even stop, did
the
he?
guy who is now drawing his sword, yeah, he is obviously not a wild. He is the one where the times 6 is coming from. That would bring it to action 3. 3, thank you. Zia, do you listen? Somebody shouted, "That's enough." Do you care?
Fuck no, I don't care.
All right.
Why are we gonna care?
I'm still not close enough to do anything, right?
You just threw a weapon
I'm
at him.
gonna throw the other stake I had in my hand. 14 plus 6.
20.
Unnatural
20.
It would seem he not only drew this thing, he apparently knows how to use it. He does a deft parry where the thing just kind of ricochets off in another direction.
Seriously?
That's the die rolled out like such.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He just...
Oh, it's
Gauntlets
on now.
You just put Zia into a murderous rage.
Action 3, Baldwin.
Ooh, that thing just fucked up.
Yup.
Well, let's just squeeze off a shot towards the vampire I've already shot. 17.
He will try to dodge. Looks like out of the view.
I was hoping it was a female, but
well,
whatever.
Actually, it was.
Destroyed my fucking hopes and dreams. I wanted to kill a girl vampire.
Wow.
There were lady clothes and purses in the room.
I did say was male, 2 females. So, all right, we'll see.
It really doesn't matter.
Well, you asked, so apparently
it really doesn't matter.
You had asked, and why, yes, it would be one of the females then. Since you apparently want to shoot a girl in the face, I'm not sure where to go with that. But looks like she is. Looks like she's going to try to jump out of the shot directly to her right, which would also put her out of the view of seeing her through the gaping hole in the wall. She's not fast enough though.
Yes,
She was struck.
silver bullet. For 20 even.
She would not take another hit like that. Holy crap. And we're making a note for her. She is diving out of view. Cass, you have your crowbar.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another strike at
He's
old
holding his saber, kind of giving you this look that says think twice.
General Custer here. 13.
16. It took him a little effort on that one, but yes, he parried that one with the saber as well. However, he is not approaching at this moment because you are holding up your silver cross, from what I understand.
I'm gonna hit him with it again.
Try to take a swipe at that. Oh, defenders win ties. It was close. While his sword is drawn, he is holding it in more of a defensive manner. Peter, I need to have you make a save against psionics. As our Saberman's eyes glow with a red intensity.
Saberman. What?
Saberman.
What'd you say?
It's a crit.
Oh, the vampire.
Critical save. Very nice. For the briefest of second, you tried to feel him assert his will over you, but you have held.
I don't think so.
Pull out your balls and fondle them. That's what you had in your head. Like, I'm afraid to pull my balls out.
Normally I would.
Make fun of me.
But not right now.
Apparently to Peter, combat is consent.
Dr. Baldwin would be like, I don't have my wrist braces, so I really can't pull my balls out right now without the risk of serious physical fucking problems.
I've done it so much at carpal tunnel.
Dag on. Dag on. That's a...
Oh, my wrists.
In both hands.
What action are we on?
We are currently on
3.
This will be going into 4 at the end of this one.
Okay. Plans.
Wait. So, I ran on number 1. You're right, we're going on 4.
Well, I'm keeping track. I only had that pause.
Arn approved.
Well, now that I have your permission. Alright. Here we go. The wild vampires kind of like recoil and move back almost as if in a moment of horror, or almost kind of like terror or fear, what have you. They step back several spaces as another person comes into view, looking at you all. He has, as a matter of fact, you would actually he looks the closest of anyone you've seen of the photographs that you had gotten from your private detective friend.
Oh no, Saber Guy isn't the main vampire? We
Saber
are
Guy
effed.
Is not the main guy. And with that, he simply speaks a few simple words. Looking directly at Baldwin, he gives you a look, says, I know you, or at least I know your smell. You're the one who freed me.
This guy is your doing?
Well, he was one of the ones who freed me anyway. Why are you here kicking a hornet's nest now?
We're in a shitstorm and it's all because of you?
That's not just because of me.
We are here because you killed innocent college kids.
Yeah, dickwad.
Innocent college.
Shoulda killed him.
They are
I
not
had the
guilty enough
chance.
to be murdered. Maybe slap on wrist.
GM is asking Zia, because sounds innocent college kids. Which kids are we referring to?
We went into a room where we found purses and clothes.
The wild vampires are college.
You're referring to all the clothing and such. Alright, I follow you.
What is action? I want to bum rush fucker on floor.
Hey,
well, he's not on...
You're talking Saberman, I assume?
No, the one I threw a stake at, he's not on the floor yet, but he's gonna be.
Well, that's Saberman is who we're referring to.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
We have Saberman who would throw you, and now we have what looks like lead vampire talking to the room.
Question. In old movies, if you killed the head vampire, all the lower vampires would disappear too. I want to know if that's the same in Beyond the Supernatural world.
It comes down to an age issue, depending how old the Master or the Lord, depending on who's who with this, depending on his age, it'll either be a case of they could all go away. So one of his generals could take his position, usually an age hierarchy thing, or there's been all sorts of numerous tales of even weirder things happening. So the answer is you're not sure. Who knows?
Kill them all.
That is his response. He's basically stating to Baldwin in a calm manner. If anything, he's curious. He just states that he recognizes Baldwin and almost seems confused that he's here. That brings it, I guess, to action 4 for you. Sounds like you're not caring what those two are carrying on with.
Nope, and I have no weapons in my hand, and I'm running full speed. Full speed.
Full speed?
Full speed. I'm running full speed.
Give him all the speed you got.
Yep.
Full speed, Mr. Sulu.
Yep. Look out, here I come, bitch. Don't you dare cut me off before I get my next action.
No, I was I wouldn't dream of it, Zia. Because I don't want you coming at me with full speed.
Two things I could potentially do here.
Let's hear it.
What? Don't they have more actions?
It's action 4, it's you. The wilds are retreating away from view, letting whoever this guy is.
So I'm close
obviously
enough.
They're following his hierarchy. They all kind of cower behind him.
I'm close enough to approach the saber guy.
The saber guy, you are, because there's basically 2 vampires going on at present.
My question is, I was throwing stakes at him because I wasn't close enough to actually do any hand to hand.
Oh yeah, I misunderstood. That being said, it would take you an action to
get
next
that's what
to
I'm
him.
doing. Is I'm basically running at him.
Action 4 for you, Baldwin.
I'm going to try to make a intimidating statement as I try to shoot this master vampire. Or what I presume is the master vampire. You smell the smell of Dr. Alec Baldwin! No relation, prepare to die, Julian! Julian! And then I'll shoot at him.
Okay!
Is that his real name?
Yeah, 21. Trying to be intimidating. Maybe he'll run away, crying. You never know. Humans would do it.
His response, honestly, he takes the bullet. He does not bother moving.
Awesome. 22 silver.
He barely flinches to that hit.
Well, at least he flinches a little.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit Saber guy again. 16.
You have connected. It seems he was distracted. Perhaps, whatever the case was, for as fast as he normally moves, you caught him. You got him. That's all there is to it. So your spirit strike's doing some damage.
12.
Peter?
Alright, cross again. Smash him in the face. Or smash him wherever. Not the face, but just wherever I can hit him. That is 11.
You need some different dice there, buddy.
He definitely parries that one away.
Of course he does.
Where he states out to the other Julian, they're not listening.
Why would we listen?
Why would we listen? We're not.
Ringo, put down that store.
We're not his bitches.
Sword.
Ringo, put down that sword.
There was a Julian.
Ringo.
There is no Julian.
There's
in
probably
the
a
Beatles.
Sean.
I was like, what the hell are you
That's
talking
his son.
about?
That's his son,
If we're
dude.
going for Lennon's, we just...
He was just picking a Lennon out of the sky.
Sean,
Sean, Julian,
Whatever.
John.
Paul, George, Ringo, and Julian, the unknown
Who are
one.
these bug guys? I don't know.
He
They
was
were British.
He was actually the 5th Beatle.
Julian the 5th Beatle. Oi, I'm Julian the 5th Beatle. You wouldn't have heard of me. Where the hell was it? Alright.
My turn.
She wants to beat the shit out of something.
Before you do, though, I need you to make a save against psionics against this Julian fellow. His eyes burn red with an intensity as he sees you coming towards his partner.
His, life partner?
Who knows?
I rolled a 6, and you fucked up everything. I failed.
Zia, the way to look at it, you immediately go into something of everything just goes strictly hazy, and all of that anger and whatever else have you is just completely leaving your system. And you just kind of stand still, completely mesmerized by this man at the other end. At the end of the apartment. You would do anything for that man, is what it seems like. You are completely just seem to be enraptured in him.
Great.
Just not realizing how much.
Way to go, Zia, again.
Gross.
You're always getting possessed, Zia.
Stupid men fuck everything up.
Your action 4 is now gone.
Yeah, you suck.
Or action 5 it would be now.
I'm ready to go home now.
Ooh.
Alright, we can end it now.
End of the episode now.
Right, we'll finish out this round and we'll call it a night.
If only I would have brought my grenades.
Oh, great.
Holy crap,
I thought
dude.
you always had those.
No.
So you don't just bring grenades
You can't just
anywhere.
run around with grenades.
What the hell?
I would assume you would.
I think Zia would. I think Zia
Well,
would
Zia
run around.
might.
Maybe we'll leave here. I'll go get my real body armor, and I'll come back with my grenades. And
All right, we'll see you
I got
never.
a full suit in the office.
We'll see you never.
All right, we're gonna take off a shot at this Julian guy.
Julian.
You know what? Let's take a shot off at the dude in the apartment behind me, and maybe we'll finish him out.
Alright.
Do a quick turn around. Fucking
You're
hell,
gonna
I'm
shoot-
gonna fucking do the fucking single shot. Fucking pull the fucking hammer and fucking hammer this guy.
Jesus.
Okay.
Very
Fire at him.
enthusiastic.
Put a hammer down.
Like,
Lay the hammer down on this bitch.
Let's see what happens. Give me a
a crit!
Woohoo!
Say he'll try to dodge, but likely not.
It was like slow motion too. It was like
14.
crit!
Let's see, because he crits on 19s or 20s, didn't make either one.
Got some silver damage coming. 44.
Jesus.
44 silver damage. Take this. Watch your life partner here.
Action,
Damn it! I'm gonna have to reload soon.
Alright, I'm going to attack the saber guy again.
go for it.
A 15.
Even though he just took a one hell of a hit, he's still parrying your crowbar deftly.
Fuck you.
Alright, Silver Cross.
You're gonna need more than a crowbar there, Professor!
15.
15. Continuing his trying to a natural 18. He's getting pretty panicky here.
I'm gonna start backing out of the door.
What? No comeback?
Well,
what?
you're-
Nothing? No?
I'm just gonna
well,
try
you're-
to. I'm
you're
gonna
kind
try
of
to
in
jump
a-
down the hole.
You're not really in a place you can back out of a doorway,
the
though.
floor.
You have.
Oh wait, we're not.
You're in the room with Saber Guy and the and
just gonna
Julian
start pushing
is
him
right
back.
at what
Back.
would be the front door.
Back!
That you can do. You can basically start, trying to corral.
Yeah.
Corral
Back, you
Mr. Man.
spawn of Satan. Back!
Do I get my last action to save against psionics again?
No.
Oh no, you're gonna be covered for a while.
Ugh. Why do I fail everything? Except
Wasn't that your first
kicking
fail?
ass. My defense sucks. My offense is wonderful.
With a with his statement, which you absolutely are compelled to do, this Julian fellow tells you to stand in front of his friend, please, and you compel without question.
Which friend?
Saber guy.
I'll say
I'm
obviously.
his friend because Dr. Baldwin let him out of his slumber, so maybe he meant me.
With the
Yeah, how does she know who his friend is?
fair enough, you understand that would make an issue. You would say, please
Stand in front of
Please-
my friend.
Please stand in front of my dear friend Sergeant Yates, please.
Who the fuck is Sergeant Yates?
I'm
Saber
hypnotized,
guy.
like, huh?
Sergeant
What?
Pepper is what his name is.
Sergeant Pepper.
You understand well enough. Of
We're
who
fighting
he is
this
asking
Lonely Hearts
for.
Club band.
So you find
Hypnotized
yourself
people
making
don't
a
do
human-
anything they would not normally want to do.
Zia is now standing
that's a good
between,
argument.
Zia finds herself compelled to stand in between
Mind
you
controlled
two
or hypnotized.
and apparently Sergeant
Don't
Yates. is
worry,
your
Zia.
friend.
I don't mind shooting through you.
That brings it to action 6. Your action 6 is standing tall as a human shield between your comrades and this Sergeant Yates.
Well,
Punch
while
Peter
I'm
in the
standing
face.
in front of him, I'm going.
And that's pretty, just kind of a daisy-looking haze is what you would have. Kind of slack-jawed, very different probably from what you usually all very tight and wound up, ready to spring at somebody. You're now very slack and subdued, as it were. It's a very different look for you. The last action for this turn I'll take to end the episode.
I want to save against psionic.
You know what? Yeah, we're going to. Since I'm completely derailed of where the hell I wanted to be here,
You can figure it out next time.
I'll save the very last action he has to start off the next
So
episode.
what? That was
something
about.
he's going to
That
say.
was worth about $5,000 experience, right?
Oh yeah, sure. Maybe even 6.
I was getting all excited at the amount of experience I've got, and I did the math, and I'm like, fuck, I'm still like $5,000 off my next level.
By the time you get to your level, it's a slog. But anyway, everyone, we're going to end that on this note. What will happen with Julian and Sergeant Yates in the next episode? This is Steve,
Nick.
Kirk.
Arn,
Shannon.
and we are wishing you all a good night.
Bye.
Happy birthday!
They say it's your birthday.
It's my birthday too, yeah.
I was hearing more Frosty the Snowman.
It's your birthday.
Life.
Tonight's cast includes Dr. Alec Baldwin, well-hung, macho, super smart doctor who's 20... Sorry, guys. Who's 20 times better than Cass. Dr. Peter Corrigan, the parapsychologist played by Nick. Cass, the cocaine... God damn it.
Start again.
Cass, the cocaine dick, drooling, no-climbing nutsucker. Nutsucker. Zia... God... Who rewrote this? Huh. Zia, the physical psychic and fighting competitor, played by Shannon. And the house... God, again! And the host of the House of BTS as the Game Master. Somebody rewrote that.
Fuck you, Arn. Fuck you.
I have no idea who would have written that, but...
I might re-record that when I'm not laughing.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hold it back.
Cocaine dick that took people out, and you're like, help me!
It's just coke dick.
It's just coke dick.
Yeah, cocaine dick that's too much, man.
Sorry about that. I went too far, I guess.
It's much smoother. Coke dick.
You've seen Basic Instinct, right? You know
Yep.
what Coke dick is.
Basic Instinct.
Yep.
Of all things to reference, you seen Basic Instinct? Come on, Coke dick, man.
You ever fucked on coke?
He'll take good care of you.
Medulla oblongata. I can't fucking remember.
So those alligators are ornery because of all them teeth. No toothbrush.
Medulla oblongata. I love Vicky Valancourt. She is not a devil, and I love her boobies too.
She let me touch her boobies and I liked it.
That was Shannon, man. That was surprisingly spot on.